let's talk about Eminem for just a fucking minute here. All right. First of all, for Diddy's son, rest in peace. Eminem's gonna fucking crush him if he comes back. Eminem's gonna fucking crush him. That being said, Eminem's fucking gay now, dude. I'm sorry, I have to say it. His music fucking sucks now.
What?
Yes. And everything about him is just very cucky to me. Like, he has this fucking Just for Men dyed beard and shit that just looks really weird, and he's always wearing that fucking cadet hat, that flap top.
His natural hair color looks weird.
That's not his natural hair color, sweetheart.
Most certainly
I'm going
is.
to tell you right now,
You
sweetheart.
do not know Marshall Matters.
I'm going to tell you right now, that was his natural hair color. That right now is Just for Men. There's no fucking way, dude. That shit is way too thick. It's like staining his fucking cheeks. How are you telling me that's not Just for Men?
I can't believe you're talking about him this way.
I still think he's a great rapper. It's just he hasn't made any good music in like the last 10 fucking years. And then, I mean, not that I'm a big Trump guy, but the Trump diss rap was fucking lame as shit, dude.
I didn't listen to that, but I think his music's great. Even his new stuff he just released, his last album. So I don't know where you've been.
Yeah, I mean, I also am a little off. Like, I haven't listened to his last album, so I'm talking a little out of pocket.
You are.
But I mean, even I listening to "You Want to Stand There and Watch Me Burn" and like Toy Soldiers and shit, I'm like, dude,
that was 15 years ago.
Gay. And it's been gay ever since then.
It isn't gay.
Like, he came out with a couple of nice ones. Like, Rap God was killer. Rap God was nice. I'm like, all right. Obviously, nobody's keeping up. Busta Rhymes, though.
Yeah, you might as well cut this out of your podcast.
No, this is staying in, dude. I feel very strongly about this.
You should feel bad. You should feel embarrassed.
I feel very strongly about this.
You're talking about the rap god this way.
I'm not saying that he's not good at rapping anymore. I'm just saying he's fucking falling off, man. We're all talking about Kendrick, dude. We're done with fucking Marshall Mathers.
Speaking of Kendrick, the Kendrick and Drake thing heated up, right? Did you pay attention to that? The diss tracks back and forth, I don't know, like 12 times.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And now all of a sudden, the Diddy shit video gets released and you hear nothing on the Drake. Like, it's not showing up in my algorithm at all.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. So before me and Andy stopped recording together, he had said something about that one time when we were recording. So apparently, so they were doing the diss tracks back and forth real hard. Kendrick was fucking slaughtering him. Kendrick was slaughtering him. Kendrick was coming out with songs. You said it earlier. Kendrick was quick draw. Like, Drake drops a hit or whatever. You can't call them hits. He drops a diss. Kendrick's dropping a song like a half an hour later.
Like a sequel.
Yeah, dude. Like a half an hour later. And the songs are better and they're better raps. They're better beats. There's more thought put into them. I will admit, though, Kendrick gets a little savage. He's like calling one of his sons like a fucking homo and shit. Like,
yeah, you don't bring your kids into that.
You're like, dude, this kid is 10 years old. Kendrick's like, I wish you would die, you fucking faggot. I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, Kendrick, fucking chill, man. But,
yeah, and it just stopped.
So, all right, so I'm sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit. So, the disses are going hard, back and forth. And then, apparently, Andy had told me that one day Drake had tweeted like either a white flag or just like a white square on his Twitter or something like that.
Ooh, I didn't hear that one.
And was basically saying something along the lines of I'm going to focus on this. It's coming to be summertime. I'm going to start focusing on summer hits and blah, blah, blah. Which basically Andy said it kind of, people have been interpreting that as him throwing up the white flag and saying like, I'm done with
Enough's
this.
enough.
Yeah, I want to focus on other shit.
I heard again on TikTok, so I don't know how true it is. He sold his house in LA. Like, he was abandoning the US and going back to Canada after the whole he fucks little girl.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's probably
Kendrick
fucking pregnant.
Came out, yeah.
Yeah, he got Millie Bobby Brown pregnant, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get the fuck out." He's like, "Sorry."
Can't even picture them together.
Who, Millie Bobby Brown and Drake?
Yeah,
dude, he's creepy with that shit though. Like, weren't they DMing and texting each other like back and forth for a long time?
I don't know.
I heard some stuff.
I don't know that, T.
I heard some stuff about Billy Bobby Brown and Drake. It's a little weird. You know what's funny is I'm so separated from certain sectors of pop culture. Before the Drake and Kendrick beef stuff started happening, I didn't even know how long Kendrick has been an artist for. He's been rapping since like the 90s, like the early 90s, apparently. This was not no knowledge to me. I thought Kendrick came out in like 2005 or something. Like, I just had no idea. I got really
Didn't
big.
He win a Nobel Peace Prize?
He won something big because I got really big into him when he dropped that album that had loyalty on it. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. You remember that album? Great, dude. That was such a fucking good album. That's when I got heavy into Kendrick Lamar. So I'm not saying that I thought that he existed like from that point on, but I didn't think it was much. I thought it was, just a little earlier than that. I didn't think it was fucking the 90s, Like, this guy's been rapping since I was like 3 years old. I'm like, that new Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? Like, it was so bad. And I learned all that from the beef. I watched like a video that kind of broke the whole thing down from the beginning. Apparently, Drake and him have been beefing for a long time. They just haven't been going as hard as they have been lately. But they've been taking stabs and shit back and forth at each other every now and then. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Kendrick was at those Diddy parties.
Was he?
I saw this TikTok a couple days ago of a reenactment of Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Oh,
and
yeah?
this big beef that was going on at one of the parties.
You don't say.
With Diddy and J. Cole. And then, like, guns were being floated around and flashed, and Jay-Z had to protect Beyonce and basically tell Diddy that J. Cole is on his label or something. I don't know. And leave him alone.
And you're saying Kendrick Lamar was involved
part
in
of
that?
it, yeah.
All right, well, this has been a very interesting episode of Lost Docs Media Podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want Kendrick Lamar. You think he's involved in all that?
Sure, why not?
You think so? I don't know. I think Kendrick Lamar.
Does that hurt your feelings?
No, I'm not that attached to Kendrick Lamar. I fuck with him. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, he could be involved. I don't see it being likely though that he is. It's fun to joke around about though. Kendrick Lamar. He got mathematical on that motherfucker's ass, boy. He was tearing it. He was killing him. Oh my God. Real quick before we go. Did you see there's this, it's from a while ago, but there was this video of this actor talking about how Will Smith is gay and he's getting like fucked in the ass by some guy. You didn't see that TikTok like months ago? I saw it on a podcast that I just watched recently, but it was so fucking hilarious. The guy's like, yeah, I walked in, I saw Will Smith and I saw Dwayne and he was killing him. He was killing him. Like, and he's talking to this girl interviewing him on a podcast. And the girl, honestly, on her face, she looks like the moon just exploded. She's like, like to hear that Will Smith is gay. She's like, oh my God. She's so freaked out. And the guy's just telling her, yeah, Will Smith, that guy was just murdering him. He was murdering him. Like, the guy's getting so fucking passionate.
Doesn't make him
about
gay. Makes him a freak.
It does make him a freak.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.